If you want our global experts to create your dream online business or grow your existing business, go to freedomlifestyleagency.com. Hello, beautiful people. Are your Facebook ads not working? Here is what you should do. And in fact, everyone should know who wants to grow their business. Hello, champs. Happy Monday and welcome to today's live. And I want to ask again, are you stuck somewhere in your online business? It doesn't matter which area are you trying to solve a problem, or maybe you suddenly see a stalemate in your business growth, simply too scared to start your dream business. Let our global expert help you to power push your business growth that you're always dreaming of. Our global experts work with clients from all across the world in across various industries with really big numbers. And today we're going to talk one of the most important topic, which if you're not really mastering, can kill any business, which can also potentially change your business forever towards a positive growth. Without waiting, let's jump into a super cool conversation about Facebook ads, especially if you're not working, with our own Tjibaria, freedom lifestyle expert and two comma club award winner.
Hello.
Mastered it. Hello, Tjibaria. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited for today's topic. Let's go. And we got some puppies in the background as well.
Yes, I can see them.
Yes.
You always have the company of these puppies, I think, which also has a little bit of influence on your energy because you're also always fully energetic.
Thank you so much. Puppies, they are absolutely amazing. And actually, puppies are the first tip that I would like to give for people who cannot get their ads to work. Include puppies in your format. Include puppies in your photos, in your images, in your videos. It's going to really change everything for you. So yeah, that's a quick tip, a bonus tip.
Oh, this is really nice. And all you people, whoever have tuned in, if you have tuned in live, type in here in the comments live, or if you're actually seeing in replay, make sure to comment there replay so that we know how committed you are, and we always love to help committed people. So Chibari, I think you also tuned in from another Instagram, right?
Yes.
So
Say hi to the people over there.
hello, Instagram community. We really love doing what we are doing. And today's topic is, while it is very exciting for us, it is really kind of painful thing, and people really get scared and actually get frustrated at times, thinking, man, I put a Facebook ad. I'm supposed to have leads coming in, like, chocolates, but they're not coming, right?
Yeah.
So, have you ever faced such a thing? Comment below. What is the biggest problem have you ever faced in Facebook ads? And have you had any insights? Share with us. If you have any questions, always comment in the comment box so that we can have a look and directly answer that. Chibaria, I bring this question to you.
Mhm.
Facebook ads is never an thing for everybody. That's what used to be told. But actually, for us, it is really an exciting thing. I want to ask you, why is it exciting for us?
Yeah.
And what makes it so interesting to really work around?
Yeah, I think a very important thing for everybody to first and foremost write down for yourself is that Facebook ads work. That's the first thing. Because sometimes people say like, oh, Facebook ads aren't working anymore or this and that. And basically thinking that, it's not working for like everybody because of obviously a lot of changes that have been put through. But it is working and it's working really well. But sometimes you have to just get over like a certain barrier, or you have to just keep consistent, like we always talk about, keep consistent with it so that it can also work for you and know how to do it the right way. But the reason why I'm super excited about it is because not only do we within our FLC community, but also within the gold clients where we run Facebook ads for our clients, we can just see that it works really, really well. But not only that, like not only in the front end, it's very exciting to get new leads coming in, but especially also because the back end is strong. And I think that's something that everybody will want to write down. When you are investing your money in bringing in new leads, not only do you want, to obviously get those new leads in, but you also want to have a system in the back end that allows you to convert those leads into sales. Because a big reason, and that's why I wanted to mention this as the first point, like Facebook ads work. A big reason why a lot of people stop doing Facebook ads is because they don't get the feeling of satisfaction when they have leads coming in but no sales, because they feel like, oh well, I'm getting all these leads but I don't know what to do with them, and or they're not getting any leads at all. That's possible too. But especially knowing that you have a back-end system whereby you're able to get those leads to go through a customer journey, and you're actually allowing them to be followed up with and then converted into a sale, that is important. And then you start to see that, oh, I'm getting a new lead, it's only X amount of time before that lead becomes a happy client. And that's a powerful thing. So knowing A, that it works, absolutely does, and knowing B, that when they do come in, you need to have a system in place that allows them to go through that journey, and that you will see the value of dollars that you put in to come out amplified at the end. So that's a powerful thing.
Wow, wow, wow. I love it. I love it. I can see that level of energy even puppies doesn't have, Tjibaria. You're really energetic, you see that? No, sorry. I actually did.
You.
So yeah, I think I hope you guys are getting this point right here. How many of you really love to grow your business faster? Comment below, right? I love business growth, right? Why? Because look at it, right? Facebook is literally your one-stop solution, or I would rather say a highway. If you want to grow fast, you've got billions of people there. Just because you think the Facebook is not working doesn't change anything, because there are millions of people are going out there, and literally every single day. That's actually one of the biggest revenue for Facebook. You guys should know that, right? I mean, it is astonishing to know that people are demanding to be on the Facebook, and I mean that is one of the topic we would be covering today. And your ad gets rejected. You're ready to spend money there, but they say you want to spend money, or you want to actually put an ad there, only do it to my requirement.
Yeah.
Because they have a platform where they're holding more than 1 billion people, right? So first of all, just like Tjibaria said, comment below saying that Facebook ads will work, because that's very important. The moment you understand that it works, or if you think no, I don't want to see anything, I can't really think about anything like that. Hey, good morning, Nathalie. What you need to do is simply
I'll be back. There's a puppy situation in the background. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. So it's a very simple thing. Number one, as we mentioned, Facebook ads works. Number one, make sure to write it down. Number two is very important. You need to know how to make it work. This is exactly the point, right? Now, as long as just let me take an example. If you want to drive a car, and you're very clear, you don't know you've never driven a car till date. Now what happens there? You can always say this car doesn't work. Does it make any sense? Because there are more than millions and billions of people are driving car every day. So where is your focus should be? To know how to make it work, or to say that Facebook doesn't work. This is exactly the same situation. There are, in the driving situation, you've got billions of people driving already. Just by you saying, hey, this car doesn't work, doesn't make any sense. The same way, Facebook is being used by some of the top successful entrepreneurs across the world, and they're making millions out of it. So I want the awareness to come out, saying that Facebook ads will work, but I need to know how to make it work. Right?
And actually, can I add a quick point to this? Because
please,
a big problem, and this is like a big problem with everything in life, I feel, is that a lot of the time people want things easy, and you want things to come within an instant, and if it doesn't come within an instant, then apparently it doesn't work, or apparently it's not for me. And that's unfortunately a mentality that is stopping a lot of people from actually seeing true success, or people being able to see like, oh wait, that Facebook ads work, right? So that is one thing that plays a big part. So it's very important to step away from that poverty mentality, because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to allow you to create the wealth that you want for yourself and for your family. And then secondly, a lot of the time when people, let's say, instantly want to get Facebook to work, they may not ever have posted organically. So a lot of big things that we share with our students is that become also familiar with how you post organically. Allow yourself
Yeah,
to
together.
really understand like what is resonating with people, because the more you post organically, then you also start to see, okay, this is what the platform like, this is what people like, this is the type of language that is acceptable and that a lot of people find very interesting and they are, engaging with. And then you can take all those learnings to your Facebook ads and actually allow the post that you make, or the ads that you're running, to actually be native to the platform. And this is a very important thing. I want everybody to comment that below. You want your ads to be native to the platform. What that means is that it basically looks like a normal Facebook post. Because if it looks like a normal Facebook post, it's not as intrusive, and therefore people will just feel like it's blending in with their normal timeline. And that's when the engagement most of the time starts growing. And that's also what Facebook as a platform wants for you as a rule to abide by. So having a bit of, how you say, training in how do you post organically can be super beneficial in order to get your ads to work very well as well. And this is one of the things that we focus on with our students. So I just thought to mention it as well, because again, it is as crazy as thinking like, oh, I see all these cars driving, but driving doesn't work anymore. Well, no, it doesn't work. You can see cars all over the place, right? So they wouldn't do it if it wasn't working. So that's an important thing to take into account. So become familiar as well with what kind of content, what kind of images, what kind of copy, what kinds of calls to action are relevant for people, and especially the people that you want to reach out to, and then expand upon it and magnify it with using Facebook ads.
Wow. Yeah, this was really, brings my attention to one of the important quote.
Mm,
I want to actually pass it on to the audience as well.
nice.
Winners never quit, and quitters never win.
Yeah.
And this is the quote, really powerful quote.
Yeah.
But what you need to also understand is winners do not know everything when they started the journey. And it is really important, either you choose a path very clearly. You can either start learning everything about Facebook ads, how to make it work, or maybe leave it to the experts like us who actually kind of can take care of the entire marketing. But
Mm,
at the end of the day, before you say that statement Facebook ads doesn't work, actually really think about the fact how many people are really using it.
yeah.
Can I really learn how to make it work? So
Yeah.
Toral says leverage the platforms and build those leads you won't necessarily get outside your front door. Absolutely amazing point, Toral. It is really true what you said. I would say hoo-ha for that.
Ooh.
So, and that is really very important. Such an important point that she made. But
Mm,
yes, Facebook gives you that leverage, and Facebook is bringing people every single day in day out to actually see those things. Like Tjibaria said, if we can merge both efforts from organic as well as Facebook ads, it really becomes so strong. So winners never quit, quitters never win. Absolutely, Toro. In fact,
mm.
once you understand this fact, I want to actually, before I really go into technicality of Facebook ads, once you guys understand the psychology behind it, you are already winning halfway through.
Yes.
So now there are very important aspects why a Facebook ad doesn't work, and the top most thing is probably the ad the people see, which is not attractive. What are your insights, Chibaria, in that aspect?
Yeah, it's a very good point, and this is also why I am so excited, and I know you are so excited that we're working with the superstar, Mr. Steph, who's just a legend when it comes to ads. One very important thing that we definitely look at, and that also, like in working with a lot of other companies, billion-dollar companies, is just really powerful. And I want everybody to write this down: is that 70% of your ads conversion value is done because of the image. or the video that you have. So what is called in the Facebook platform as the format. So having something that is appealing and catching the eye is super, super important. So that's 70%. Like if you're focusing on, the copy, yes, that's important. The headline, yes, it's important, but not by far or by a long shot as important as the images that you use or the visual aid that you use. So that would always be the first thing to look at, and making sure that what you put out there as an image or as a video is actually connecting with the audience that you're targeting, so that it's relevant to them. And so that's a very powerful thing. And also, one thing that I thought was very interesting as I was doing the research in this is the fact that if you have, like, our eyes are able to spot things that are slightly different to the norm. So working with slight angles can have a very attractive pulling, because we're seeing it and we're looking at it, it's like, that's not entirely straight. And then all of a sudden you're captured by something ridiculous. And even at that, there's really been funny development amongst like a lot of big ad giants, where they have made really ridiculous ads, like images that you would think like, man, how would this even work? But then they basically have like images, like a yellow square with black title. This is an ad. Like, that's sort of crazy stuff. So that, like, you feel like they're not even putting an effort anymore. But it's fun. It's interesting. But it kind of goes to show how important it is to have that visual part checked out and have that visual thing resonate with your target market. Now, I'm not saying that this is an ad would work for any type of audience, but for the type of audience that we are, like, we're marketing nerds, for us it's like, oh man, what a good ad, let me click on that. So it definitely works for us as a demographic. Will it work in the fitness industry? I don't know, I've not seen it in the fitness industry, but these are kinds of things to think about that could make it really powerful, like exactly like Toril saying, captivating. Or for instance, this is something that has been working really well in the fitness industry, and it has been working very well in specifically Instagram, is where they had been having like dual videos. So basically, one video on the bottom, you see a guy doing crunches or like working out, or a girl working out, right? And in the top, you see someone cooking, and you see an egg is being made, or someone is, preparing something, and you're like, oh, this must be the right formula for, the exercise, and that should be the stuff that I eat. But then throughout the whole video, they're not referencing to the food at all. It's just there to capture the attention. So I think that is a very important thing that a lot of the time people don't realize, is that 70%, if not more, should focus on the visual parts, because, that's where you grab their attention. We are all way too busy to just, read a full copy. Most of that part, and this is also one of the things that I know Seb is really, really, really good at, is the fact that the first part is where you basically capture their attention. Then obviously the headline and the copy are there to support it, so that they can actually not just think like, oh, I want to check this out, but then actually see a headline like, this kind of makes sense. This is something that I would like to know more about. Then they click it. And that's when the landing page, which obviously you are absolute expert in, is where it does the rest, and where it basically facilitates that journey. But I think that is a very important thing. And I'm, again, so excited, because a lot of our students, they don't have to worry about this, because Seth is doing the whole thing for them. You're doing like the whole funnel for them. It's like, oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Yeah, that can really speed the journey out. But yeah, the visual part is super, super, super important. And to be honest, the most important thing to get them that have that initial click, and allowing them to, be able to be welcomed to all that you have to offer.
Wow. Yeah, this is nice. Very, very important aspect you mentioned. So the entire thing that what Tjibaria said is actually into the first three steps within the visible, because it is the front end where, I mean, like, people are actually watching. So you're creating them again is a very short journey. How do you create that? Number one, captivating. Like Toril has mentioned, absolutely captivating, either video or an image. Once they click, I mean, it's not even clicking. Once they see it, the second thing they see is the headline. And the headline should actually, everything that you see has a lot more impact than what you actually just listen. So you have seen something, is captivating, you just moved into it, and then there is a headline which actually is, addressing one of your problem. The moment it is there, they're reading. That is where the copy comes into the picture, where that entire story should be able to take you through that, right? So you're already actually kind of addressing a lot of sensors within the sensory organs within the body for that client, which
Yeah.
means they are already going through a journey with you. The
Mm-hmm.
moment they do it, man, bingo, you have a very important aspect called the land into your landing page.
Yeah.
Because one, you captivated them. Two, you gave them a value. Actually, you showed them what is their problem. Three, you actually gave them a little value by explaining in the copy. Then in the landing page, they're all yours. So,
Mm-hmm.
number one, you need to understand that the Facebook ad works. If it is not working, these are the areas how aligned it is with you, whether you are actually writing the copy exactly to attending their problem or not. You need to look at these three elements. Once you see it, there can be a lot of secrets within it which can give you, hey, I'm talking about fitness. What I'm showing has absolutely no relevance to, the audience. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. You have already an answer. You're gonna change it. How many of you actually had such a situation where you put in Facebook ads, but it is not working, but you did not identify what we spoke today, right? So it's very important. Visual copy, super duper landing page. Wow. Okay, this is very nice. Total is
Yeah.
really on a song today.
And
Yes,
also,
absolutely.
Mojo, thank you so much for joining. Super nice to have you on here. And interesting. I actually want to ask some quick thing, if that's okay, Rajesh.
Yes.
For those of you who may be completely new to these lives, like Rajesh and I, we're doing these lives every single Monday, and talking about all like various different things that can allow businesses to expand, and for people that are in business but perhaps aren't seeing as many leads come through, or aren't seeing the sales that they feel like they've got a great product but it's just not you're not getting the conversions, or you're just way too much like stuck in your business, it's costing you way too much time and you're really looking to automate it. For any of these things, that's why we do these lives, because we want to help people, to allow you to benefit from all the lessons that we have learned over the years in helping various clients from all different industries, and allowing them to scale their business a lot faster through our FLC Gold experience, also known as the Business and Lifestyle Makeover. So I just want to very quickly ask any one of you who's watching this right now, or who will be watching the replay, if you want to know more about this, if you want to actually get perhaps some help, like go on a free call with Rajesh to see if there's any way how we can help you advance, then comment below the word gold. And we're very, very looking forward to actually help you out. And Rajesh, he's phenomenal. Like for all of the amazing top clients that we have, he's managing all of their accounts, and it's just so wonderful because it's very easy for people to then start seeing what went wrong earlier, like what were the different things that were missing in their businesses, or if they're just fresh, they've never done business before, like how they can kickstart their businesses in the most powerful way. So if you would like to know more, and actually have Rajesh book in a call with you so they can see like how can he help you to get your business to the next level, then just comment below the word gold, and we're very, very happy to help you further in your journey as well, so that you can actually speed things up, because especially right now we're already heading towards the summer. That's where a lot of action is going to happen, and you definitely don't want to go through the summer and then at the end of the year they're like, oh man, I'm still missing out on my sales, I'm still missing out on my leads. And yeah, this guy is just phenomenal, and he will definitely give you the insights. So comment below the word gold if you want to know more. So Rajesh, bringing it back
Thank
to you.
you. Thank you so much, Tjibaria, for all the amazing words. But I want to actually, just summarize what Tjibaria said in the last aspect of it. Um, Facebook, it's a disclaimer. I'm saying it here, right here in public. Of course, Facebook has some glitches, but my way of looking at it is totally different. And probably I would like to put it this way, right? People are quick to judge, but slow to correct themselves. And if you actually define the problem within what you are already having control of, you almost have the solution. And why am I saying this? Facebook have some glitches now, are going to have some glitches in the future, which you don't have any control over.
Hmm.
Despite these glitches are there are millions of people doing billions of amounts of money right from there. And that is exactly what we are trying to implant, a seed in your mind, in saying that correct every aspect that we are telling, see the magic happen. And how many of you like that ad magic? Comment below, right? I love ad magic, and you are the magician here. So if the magician do not want to learn anything about magic, we can't help you. But everything that we are telling is what we follow, what works for us, and what got us two Comma Club awards as well. Which, I mean, if any of you know it or not, unless you make $1 million in any each funnel, you will never get that award. So, and none other than Tjibaria has made it happen. So, this is really, I love the magic. Nathalie says, thank you, Tjibaria. So, let me put it right. Now, we covered everything that the audience is seeing. Now, I want to actually take one step into the, what I would say is like dig deeper, and I want to talk about it. Now, many of the people do not know how to get this particular ad to the right lead. And this is really very important because people
Mhm.
might think it doesn't work, but it is working exactly the way that you designed it to work. Now,
Mhm.
can you please share what are your insights on, targets,
Yeah.
um, customer targeting?
Yeah, so basically, one of the things that is super important is to really get to know your Sylvia well. So we call it Sylvia, the name for the customer avatar. She's been a student transition for quite some time. But basically, the idea is that you really get to understand who this person is. And there's usually three ways to be able to do it. One is because you used to be that person. So a couple of years ago, you are, your own ideal customer right now because you've been through the journey. You've had certain struggles back in the day, and then now you've overcome them. So you want to help more people who are also stuck, just like you were stuck. So that's one way, because then you can really step into your own shoes and feel like, what did I do a couple of years back? What books did I read? What kind of solutions did I look after online to be able to figure it out, right? To get out of this. That would be number one. Number two is someone who could be your ideal customer. And then you want to ask them those questions. Like, Rajesh, when you were back in the day, this and that, like what was it that where did you try to find your solution? Did you go and like specific Facebook pages? Did you read specific books? Like what was it that you used to do back then to be able to find a solution? And number three is none of the above. So you don't know who, like you're not that person yourself. You don't know specifically someone in your friend circle or in your acquaintances circle that is, your ideal target audience, but then you just want to research it. And it basically boils down to these things, because you will want to find through Facebook targeting what are some really wonderful characteristics about this audience that you can pinpoint, that you can actually find. So, for instance, one of the things that had worked really well for us in a lot of our ads is that if you look at, for instance, the type of people that we help are people that are in business, people that are wanting to scale up. Most of them will probably know Russell Brunson. So Russell Brunson, he's the founder of ClickFunnels. We obviously make use of the software. A lot of our students make use of the software, and also a lot of people that we want to help are making use of the software, but are not seeing the results. They're not seeing the leads. They're not seeing the sales. So targeting for instance, Russell Brunson as people liking his page on Facebook was a very powerful way for us to find new clients or new people, because that audience is very specific. It's not like everyone in the world knows Russell Brunson. Only the right type of people that were the right type for us to conduct business with would know him. But then again, he was big enough to not make the audience too small. So that's kind of a thing that is known as "but only they would know" strategy, which we talk a lot about on our different events or different classes with our students or our clients, which is very powerful. Is how do you find something that distinguishes your target audience from the rest of the world, so that by means of those characteristics, whether that be interest, whether that be behaviors, whether that be demographics, allows those ads to be put mostly in front of those people that fulfill the requirements of the people that you want to target. That's not always the easiest process if you're just starting out, because it does take some skill, it does take some practice, and you need to get better at it. If you're just starting, like something that you got to learn. But then again, I'm just it's so powerful when you know that you can also work with people that do this on a daily basis and that have done this very successfully over the past. So that's a very powerful thing. And also, like, winking at Toro, winking at Natalie over here. Like, you guys are in the right space. All you have to do is say, "Hey, Rajesh, can you hook me up with this?" And we'll be very happy to do that. Same holds for Amoyo, and I don't know, all the invisible Facebook users who are on here. Also, thank you so much for watching here. So yeah, that's very powerful.
Thank you, Chibari. I think this is a very important thing because this is literally the first step, right? This is exactly where the ad is landing. And based on my overall experience, if I have to give a very powerful quote, and I'm sure all of you might be knowing Napoleon Hill, one quote is given by him: set your target and keep trying until you reach it. But for Facebook ads, it is slightly tuned in, right? Kind of adapted. Okay, that's why I'm mentioning his name because I should not adapt it without mentioning it. So set your target and keep adapting until you reach the right lead. And
Mm.
that is the magic of it.
Yeah.
Because how do you adapt? Just like how Chibadia said. So some of our students, just like she said, they have the knowledge, they have got everything. They go out there and do it by themselves, and then they may not see the results, despite
Mm.
the fact that they know that the work happens through this adapting continuously by putting the effort. They
Mm.
actually kind of give up. So, oh, love the FLC family. Absolutely, Toral. We love you as well. Thank you so much. So, this is the secret. I want you guys to write it, right? Anybody who want to be successful in Facebook ads, just like we spoke about not to give up, but especially with the target marketing, what happens is set your target and keep adapting until you reach it. So you have created Sylvia customer avatar, you targeted, you saw certain results, and then based on the results, you adapt and you saw better results. You actually adapt and you continue to better the results, just like what Chibadia said about our amazing ClickFunnels founder, Russell Brunson, right?
Mm.
So everybody who should know is the only person knowing about Russell Brunson. So this is the very important secret. While I would say that is as a second secret, but this is actually first secret because first you're deciding whom the ad should be shown. Second is the you see whether the target marketing is correctly done or not. That's the first thing you will see. Second thing is to see whatever they're seeing, how deeply you are touching their emotions, in the visuals, in the
Mm.
way that you write everything. And third one is very important again. And I want to ask Chibaria, what is the role? Once it landed to the right person, and he liked the ad and it is captivating, and he went through the this thing and he clicked on the landing page.
Mm.
And let us say our audience have amazing people. They corrected both of this,
Yeah.
and they landed in the landing page, but they didn't do anything about it. What
Mm.
is the role of landing page in this whole process of sale?
Yeah. So you mean like for those people that have landed but they haven't converted, they haven't taken the step yet? Yeah.
Yep,
Well, in
yep.
that case, there's basically two words. One is the word that is used in marketing, and another word is used in sales. So basically, the marketing word is retargeting, and the sales word is follow up. That's a very, very important thing because most of the time people won't take action the first time. They see something, they're like, oh wow, that's pretty awesome. They click on it, and then all of a sudden, and don't do this yourself, but some people are like checking it out on the phone whilst they're driving. It's like, oh, it's green. Okay, so they put their phone away and they just continue driving. Don't do that, by the way, but that happens. So you might be thinking like, oh, my ads are not working because people are clicking on it, but nobody's actually converting. But you have to remember the rule of seven. Rule of seven says is that people need to see you at least 7 times in one way or another before they're actually ready to take action. So consistency in that is important. Continuously feed them different ways of getting to that landing page so that they can actually follow through. That is very important. And allowing yourself to have that consistency. Like again, it comes always down to that one word: consistency, all through the border, like through all the different efforts that you're doing. What is organic efforts, what is ads and retargeting, what is different sorts of ads that you're putting out there. And even also when they do take action, you need to also be able to have something in place there so that once they come in, you can actually send them an automated email. Then you pick up the phone and you call them up. Like all these things do absolute magic. And I think most of the time people just don't realize how quick the path could be from not having a business or not making any money in your existing business to actually making a lot of money. That it's a fine line, but you just have to implement these things that we're sharing with consistency, and then you can be in that and successfully running. And the reason why I'm saying that is because again, most of the time People listen to these things, the tips that we're giving, and these tips that we're giving are really powerful tips, and they're really like tips from experience. And so sometimes what I notice is that people listen to it and they think like, yeah, that sounds pretty awesome, but it sounds like so much work. Like, and then they just take themselves out of the game. But you have to understand that you work hard anyways. Like with whatever you're doing right now, you work hard anyways. And T. Harv Eker says, and I love this quote, that's why I'm quoting him so much, is that if you work hard anyways, you might as well get rich. And if you just get the clarity on how you can perform these things that we're talking about each week, absolutely, like you can like explode in all positive sense of the word. Like your business can explode. But if you don't realize that, then obviously it's going to be like, oh, so much information. Yeah, I love this information. But it's not that we're not sharing this information so that you guys think like, yeah, this is so nice, this information. No, we're sharing it with you so that you can implement in your lives, in your business, and actually get the results. So that's why I'm saying do something with it. Absolutely do something with it, because it's going to allow you to witness what the power is of this. And you can witness it in your bank account. You can witness it in the more time that you're getting and your ability to completely create your life by design. And that's a really beautiful feeling to have. So yeah, we wish it to
Wow.
everybody.
I love the FLC community for that reason, because we are all doers. We actually take action on that same spot. Yeah. And I'm sure FLC family can comment, total and all, be the doer, be that action taker, be that
Yeah.
massive action taker, like you said, right? And I
Mm.
also want to add another important aspect right here. Facebook user is what it says: target the correct audience, touch emotions, create specific call to action. I want to actually put up one very important aspect here. Also on the landing page, everything should be aligned right from the right target marketing that you're doing, which means the specific lead that you're landing into, his problem should be reflecting in the ad, being captivating. Once they are on the landing page, they should be able to see some solutions there.
Mm.
And what you're doing in the whole process is a value chain. You're adding a value to the audience or the lead at every given moment, every step by step. The lead should find a much better value when they move from the visible image to the copy, and copy to the landing page. Even on the landing page, they should be able to see exactly what is their current problem and what kind of solutions that you can offer, be it a product or a service. What is that you're offering to them in such a way that they see the value throughout the time, and then boom, there goes. You have a purchase there. If it is a product or service, it doesn't matter. But taking them through that value chain and always over delivering is really important. But
Yeah.
once that happens, only magic is in follow up, retargeting, follow up, retargeting. Hello,
This is
hello,
our Facebook Ask Guest. Hello.
hello.
Ooh, he's getting so big. By the way, this was the bonus tip that we gave at the beginning. Have a puppy in your images, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, puppy, you're so cute!" And then with your stuff, it's very captivating.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So these are the three top secrets that somebody, these three secrets are known to only those successful entrepreneurs who move from this side of the line to that side of the line. Number one, proper targeting. Number two, having an absolute kick-ass ad. And three is having the proper landing page and the process built all the way till a lead becomes a customer. But look at the problems that you have in these three areas before saying that Facebook ads doesn't work, right? It's an easy thing to say. Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to even, bother if you said it or not. So it doesn't really matter anything to the outside world. So better start asking, how can I make the Facebook ads work? That is the right question instead of giving the statement, right? So these are the three secrets that we wanted to share. But I see here some questions. Any questions right here? Put it here.
And by the
Just
way,
guess
I
level.
just looked it up. Facebook user is Lady Ray. So lovely to have you with us.
Create a step-by-step value chain from pain point problem to solution. Amazing. I think this audience are really amazing, Tjibaria. Today
Yeah,
they've been really spot on and they're summarizing even before I could do it.
yeah,
And I'm sure these are going to be really amazing entrepreneurs out there. But
Yeah,
Believers,
absolutely.
if any part of the chain, if you think you want our global experts to design, just go out there and click the link and book a call. And or probably, as Tjibaria said, comment in the comment box gold if you want to have the gold experience, right? So so
Yes.
so 100% puppy love is a sure way to catch your eye. Yes, you should do everything, of course, within your alignment, but make sure to do that the moment you should, start catching the eye. That's the way that where the customer or the lead is getting in touch with you. So I want you guys to really kind of apply all these things in your business, and or if you want us to really do it, just approach us. But at the end of the day, make sure to use the power of Facebook, which is working millions and billions for a lot of other entrepreneurs out there. Any other last insights, Chibaria, before we really wrap up this amazing conversation?
Keep your mind big, open. Sorry, that was really weird. No, it's just like understand that everything is possible. Literally everything is possible. So don't ever be the one that puts limits on your mind, being like, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that. Like, no, everything's possible. Just do it. Just do it. Believe in it. Be like a puppy. Puppies are like, they just do whatever they want. They just run around. I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of the video. If you didn't see the beginning of the video where I had to turn off my camera, there was a little there was a little puppy accident. Puppies don't just do that. Like, they don't mind. So just be like a puppy. Comment below, say I'll be with puppy energy, and I'm gonna achieve all my goals. And that's my tip for today.
Yeah, wow. Yes, we're all curious puppies. We have been like that. It is just that we, suppress that curiosity with the time. But
Mm.
you need to now think it is the time for you to get back that curiosity and go all the way till you get what you want, because everything you want is already within you. Instead of searching out there, blaming Facebook, talking about anything outside, go back within, because everything you ever wanted is already given to you. So tap into that amazing, amazing energy and intelligence. Magic happens just like that. Just like that. I will be with puppy energy. Yeah, that really, yes, absolutely. So, who has natural like a puppy? Yes, this
Yes,
is really nice.
absolutely.
So, thank you so much, amazing people, for tuning in from whichever part of the world that you tuned in from. But please go forward and take the action, because everything that every minute we are spending here is to add some value to you, so that you go out there and see the impact in your business. But any questions are there, always make sure to put write down here in the comment box. But otherwise, me and Chibaria take off right here, and we'll see you in the next week at 1 p.m. UK time. But till then, you keep working on it and smash your business. Enjoy your time there. Bye bye. Keep
Thank you so
inspiring.
much. Bye.
Bye bye. If you want our global experts to create your dream online business or grow your existing business,